doing a puzzle, huh? Waiting for Mama to do schoolwork with you? And Miss Taya has already requested to learn how to tie shoes today, huh? Mom said we'll do that later. Well, with as many pieces as you have, you've lost too many of them, huh? So Taya, are we gonna learn to tie shoes later? Yeah.
Mommy.
And Micah just finished his oatmeal that Jasmine fed to him, and I will be kind and not catch her too much. She's requested that since it's still morning. The others were all up here. The other kids were up here doing schoolwork here just a bit ago. I'm sure somebody is back in the schoolroom doing their math, while the others are getting ready for the day, or even sitting back there on the floor doing their work. What, honey? You want to get dressed? Go ask Jazzy if she'll help you, okay? The blessing of older siblings is, 10 years ago when it was just the oldest four when they were tiny. I've got a photo bomber here. 10 years ago, it would have been them coming to me and me needing to do it. Oh, I got Jasmine in the background there too. Anyhow, I'm just not going to win with angling today. Now they ask, and if I am in the middle of something, which I'm realizing for a specific way, then they can go ask an older sibling. And it's really helpful sometimes, especially depending what it is they're wanting. So the big girls help a lot with getting Micah dressed in the morning. Most of them enjoy doing it too, but that's also because he's got a cute baby belly and soft skin still. So I just made my coffee, and actually I just did a video with a review of my espresso maker and how I make my coffee in the morning. So if you want to see that, watch for that video. And we're just going to have fun today, aren't we, bud? It's actually Monday, so I can't say I'm going to have fun. The big kids do chores on Fridays. It's Chore Friday. And on Mondays is my day. That's the day I do, like I've said before, I do tons of laundry, and I go through and clean anything I need to, because while they do their chores, it's not deep cleaning, and so that's my job. And what, bud? Oh yes, he's got a Bacon Stash shirt. I found that on clearance somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee now.
Mommy, you're not going to go this. I put it in garbage.
The little ones have the ultimate game of hot lava going. Remember playing that as a kid? I guess that's what long hallways are good for. Is that hot lava?
Yep.
You guys have it going all the way into the schoolroom, don't you?
And in my room. It leads into my room too. Also.
Your room's kind of a mess.
Yep. Bye.
This is what to do on a super windy, super cold day, huh? When public school is late or even canceled because the wind chills are so low. You guys still have to do schoolwork.
Mommy, no, yeah, check my room. My room also better.
Oh, you have hot lava stuff in your room too?
It goes into her room also.
Your room's kind of a mess too.
Yep.
Are you using Micah's jacket to jump on?
Yes.
Why?
Because we can't stop right on
Are you guys playing a role-playing story?
They're creating a book.
Ah, is that what we're doing?
Short story. Copyrighted.
So you're creating together. We can count as some schoolwork somehow, right? Are you guys done with your school?
Yeah.
I got finance stuff.
Okay, you have to do finance still, so does Jasmine. Whose math is up on the computer?
Oh no. I also forgot to finish that because I was talking to you earlier.
So you were in the middle of doing it? Okay, you need to finish that, please. Hi, bud. What you need?
Look at this. I put it right here.
Okay, so today's been one of those days of best laid plans. I never got around to putting on makeup, which is perfectly fine. I've got yet another little laundry that I've got to get swapped. That's the story of my life on Mondays. I had plans to go down to my office, and I was actually going to show you how not to store your yarn. I've really got to get things cleaned up and organized in there. I've got to get some shelves assembled. I have all sorts of plans, but best laid plans. We actually decided to focus on schoolwork today. Sounds funny coming from a homeschooler. Yes, we always focus on homeschool, on their schoolwork, everything they're doing, but we put some extra emphasis on a couple different things today, and we're going through some stuff, figuring out what we needed to add, what we needed to change. Just that time of year where we evaluate a few things, because when we get our tax return, that's when we buy our curriculum. So we've got to make sure we know where everything's at. Right now I'm getting ready to make supper. I am actually making the al pastor pork tacos along with guacamole, which we found this mix. I shared that in the grocery haul video that was uploaded this week. And I had that pouch, which I just started more recently. Normally I will season it myself and everything, which is perfectly fine too. With this, I actually add diced tomatoes and onion to the guacamole as well. The kids really like that. So adding all of that to the taco stuff, yum. So I'm getting supper made. I had plans to also make the chickens today, but since I'm doing this, I need the Instant Pot for one or the other. I can't do them both at the same time because I use both Instant Pots for the chickens. So I'm going to do that tomorrow so I can get the bone broth video made here pretty soon and up in the next week or so. And that's just where our day goes. You know, when these days happen. That's why Mondays I am just at home getting stuff done because there's so much that needs to be done and need my attention. And Miss Emmy's over there feeding Micah a Go-Gurt instead of a yogurt. That's what happens when foods sound the same, is you say one thing and something else is heard. And yeah, I've got all three little ones are up here. Two of them are sitting in the living room. I've got another big up here somewhere. I've got two bigs downstairs, probably reading because that's what they do. They're prepping for tomorrow. Big book sale at the library. One of the local libraries does a bag sale twice a year where you can bring in a grocery bag or a bag of some sort like that. And it's $5 for all the books you can fit in it. For my children who are avid readers, in case you've missed that from Instagram and everything, this book sale makes half the year. So twice a year, they're golden. So I gotta get supper done. All right, so I didn't actually get back on last night, so it's the next day, and I am actually sitting in the van, bundled up as much as I can be. You see kids moving around there because today is the big library sale. Our 4 oldest just went in, it literally just started. We'll see how long it takes them and how many books they come out with. In the meantime, I'm letting the 3 little ones play on screens in the van, so it keeps everybody entertained and happy, and you might hear music from one of the little toddler games. So last night wrapped up, we ate the tacos. I'm gonna say from a Weight Watchers standpoint, I should have added things up prior to supper so I could have planned better. Turns out it was way too many points for me personally as a meal, so I made an alternative which did not end up tasting very good. So I was kind of grumpy last night because I just didn't enjoy what I had eaten. So that's that. Today, if you haven't seen the news, polar vortex. However, we are on the edge of it, so it's really not that bad here. It's nothing extreme. It's cold, don't get me wrong. I want to say when we got up this morning it was like -14, which yeah, is cold. And if anybody's watching this from warmer climates, you're probably thinking, what in the world? But for us, especially here, because it's a dry cold, it doesn't have the same impact. It's still dangerous, do not get me wrong. But East River in South Dakota is very humid, and so that cold like cuts through you and you cannot get warm no matter what you try. So today, as much as I miss being out there, because I love so many people and so many things out there. Sorry, one of the people is checking the mail over here. Just dropped a bunch of it. Anyhow, as much as I miss a ton of people and a ton of things out there, and most days I would still give to be there. I don't miss the cold that makes you hurt to a level you didn't know you could. And so I'm back to a place where it's cold. I have Raynaud's, which doesn't actually show up very well on camera, but I have a really hard time keeping the circulation going properly in my hands and my feet. I was diagnosed when I was 12. So, and kids are crying. Taya, what's your problem? What? No, Blake's not going to unbuckle you. Just sit in your car seat and play your game. Apparently we're having a sudden meltdown because she thought the 6-year-old was going to unbuckle her when his instruction was to simply hand her back the leap pad. Whatever. So I'm going to go until we get home because this is all we're going to hear now. Well, the rest of the day was pretty uneventful. We actually kind of forgot that one of the girls had plans to go into town and paint pottery with a friend, so Sean took her in there, got that done. I've been working on cooking chicken and shredding that and making bone broth in the video for that, so you can expect that here in the near future. Otherwise, honestly, it was just a boring, cold day. So, anyhow, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That always is something nice to see. If you haven't already, you can like this video and watch out for the next one because you never know what'll happen. And I will see you later.